Ontario workers' health and safety rights.
In Ontario, people have a right to healthy and safe jobs. It doesn't matter who you are or your immigration status. It doesn't matter where you work unless it's someone's home or an organization where the federal health and safety law applies. This video explains workers' basic health and safety rights at work in Ontario.
The Ontario Health and Safety Law is based on a key rule. Employers must protect their workers' health and safety on the job. That and other rules are set out in the Occupational Health and Safety Act and its regulation. Based on that key rule, employers' duties or responsibilities give workers three basic health and safety rights: to know, to participate, and to refuse dangerous work. Employers also must not punish workers for using these rights. The right to know is very broad. It means you're supposed to know about hazards in and around your job, ones that could harm you or someone else. This includes things like chemical products you use or are used around you, tools or equipment you are expected to use, jobs or tasks you're asked to do, or viruses that can cause illnesses or diseases like COVID-19.
Information isn't enough. The right to know also means that your employer must train you. Before you start a task, ask about how to do your job so you don't get hurt or sick or harm someone else, how to report hazards and concerns, how to use protective equipment, and how to use data sheets and labels for chemical products. These are part of the rules in the National Workplace Hazardous Materials Information System, or WMIS. Participation has different forms. It means that you should be able to ask questions and report hazards, be part of discussions about health and safety, hazards or problems in your workplace, and represent coworkers on a joint worker-employer health and safety committee or a health and safety representative. If there's a representative or a committee at a workplace, all depends on the number of regular workers. In general, employers with 6 to 19 regular workers must let workers choose a health and safety representative. The employer also must have someone in a similar role to meet and talk with the workers' representative. The person must be paid for this job. If there are 20 or more regular workers, the employer usually must set up a joint worker-employer health and safety committee. Worker members are paid for these activities, including inspections. There are other rules about how committees are to work and what they can do. Only workers or their union can choose workers' representatives. Employers must not interfere or influence the selection. Sometimes you need to say no. You have a right to do that. To refuse to do something if you think the job or the task is dangerous for you or another worker. There is a process to follow. We have a card and a poster with the details. Having rights also makes it against the law. It's illegal for your employer or supervisor to punish, fire, or retaliate against you in any way. If you ask questions or raise concerns about health and safety, participate in health and safety activities, or refuse dangerous work. If you think this has happened to you, or you're worried it might, these organizations can help. The Occupational Health Clinics for Ontario Workers, or OCOW, the local legal aid clinics, the provincial government's Ministry of Labour, Immigration, Training, Skills, and Development, sometimes just called the Ministry of Labour. When you call the legal aid clinics or the Ministry of Labour, ask to speak to someone in your language.
This information can be found in English, Spanish, Ukrainian, Tigrinya, Arabic, and Dari on OCOW's website. This presentation was funded by the Ontario Ministry of Labour, Immigration, Training and Skills Development under the Newcomers Empowerment Project. OCOW has other information about hazards and health and safety on its website at www.ocow.on.ca. For copies of workers' health and safety rights information, see the page on OCOW's website under Worker Perspective. Thank you for your attention.